Wayne's Weekly Vlog, episode 30. Now I'm just in the comms room, I'm going to set up our router. This is just a temporary one until the Wi-Fi guys come back on week Tuesday to set everything up, and they should be setting our telephones up in the offices as well. But that all depends if we've got the carpets laid down, and they're not laid down. Yeah, I will show you around in a minute, but because the paint is not 100% finished, we still haven't got any carpets down, which is a bit annoying, but they are going down, or starting to go down next week. So hopefully this will be the first one they start with, and then I'll get the data cabinet up and we'll sort the rest of these cables next week as well. But for now, I've just got to throw in this router, because I need to make sure that this still works. I think it will. And then I'm going to start putting my access points up. But my access points won't work unless this router works. And my access points are just so I get better Wi-Fi in the other rooms. So I'm just going to sit this camera down while I set this up, and then we'll go in the other room and get that access point on the ceiling. So, just connected it, we've got the lights on, just waiting for that to settle down, be a couple of minutes, and then I can check on my phone to see if the Wi-Fi is actually working. Like I said, they will be bringing us a new router week Tuesday. Right, so I've just connected it on my phone and I've done a speed test. We're getting 44.5 download speed, which is good, but that should be giving off 80 meg, so I'm assuming something's not set up quite right. I know the cable's good because I ran it all through the loft outside and connected it to the BT guy, or the Openreach guy, when they were putting the new wire in. So hopefully it's just something to do with that being a temporary router. But either way, it's a decent signal, and I'll be able to now test my access point. So I'll do that now. So let me just wander through and show you exactly what I'm doing. So the cable that's coming through the ceiling, this one just here, that'll be where I'll put the access point. So through there, there'll be a PoE injector, which will send power through the Cat6 cable, and that will power that. Now, I've just got to go back through here. You can see all those cables. I've got to now find my cable from all of those. There's also loads come up from the ceiling down here. Now, we could have labelled them, I didn't, but I've got special tools so I can easily find the cable I need to use, and I'll show you that in a minute. So this is the access point I'm going to use. It's the Unify Nano HD. Gives a really good signal, so that will just go on the ceiling up there. But first I'm going to just make that connection, so put the RJ45 plug on it, and then these are my tools that I'm going to use. I did actually show this on one of the YouTube videos. So this is the toner, so I'll put the plug on that, put it into here, put it onto the test tone, and I'll go through with a probe and find my cable. I've got my tripod set up because I'm actually filming a TikTok video at the same time. Goes all the way through the plug, so then I can easily identify what order they're actually in. Then I'll just twist these together and crimp that down. So that's what I'll do now. Just makes it a lot easier rather than cutting them to the exact size. So I've been using these for years now, and it saves us loads and loads of time. So I'm now back in the comms room with all the cables. Now I'm assuming because it's on the ceiling, we would have just then dropped it down here. So I'm going to eliminate all the ones that are actually coming up through the floorboards. They'll be all for the downstairs ones. So it's going to be one of these in here. So I've turned the probe on. We'll just run it across until we can hear a noise. There we go. So we've got a bit of noise just here. I'm going to put this camera down. Really difficult to do with one hand. So let's do that, and we'll do it from down here. Right, you can probably hear that beeping. I'm just going to take these few out. There's none of them. Oh, should be, there we go, that one. Perfect. So, that was nice and easy. When I put the end of the probe on there, and get closer to you can actually see it, you can see that that's lighting up. So I now just have to put the other end onto there and then connect the PoE, so the power over Ethernet injector down here, and and then that will power my access point. So we've identified the cable, now I've got 2 plugs on either end. So I can still prove it's the right cable by just putting the tone on it there. You can hear the noise and the lights, if that will come in focus. Hopefully you can see that, should be on number 8. I can also test if each of those, let's turn off, 8 cables is wired correctly. So what I do, I just put it into the bottom of here, and I then turn this to cable map. So if I turn that round, the lights, let's get away from my face, and then it should focus, are just going up one at a time, and that's just telling me that all those cables are connected straight to each other. So perfect connection just there. Now all I have to do is attach the access point and the adapter. So this is our PoE injector. We've got the grey cable that goes to the access point, so that's in the PoE socket, and then the blue cable is the LAN connection, the local area network, and that goes straight into the router, and then obviously the black cable is the mains cable. So it looks a mess at the minute, but that'll all go into a data cabinet and look nice and neat. So I've just got the access point dangling at the minute because I wanted to see if it did work, and it does. I've got the blue light on it, and I've actually just checked it on my phone as well, and it's working good. So we'll just screw that to the ceiling. Right, I've just come back to the shop. It's about 11 o'clock at night now, but I never finished off showing you the access point. So that's it there, screwed to the ceiling. So all working really good. Got a few more access points to do. So if we wander through, I'm not going to do them now because it's a little bit late and I can't be bothered. But I will do them very soon. Let's turn some lights on. So in here, we've got that one, the access point up there. If you just have a look around the room, it looks just like it did last week. The only difference is this window has now been painted and the walls surrounding it. That was the last window to go in. So if we go through to the other room, so really the painter, the decorator, has just been going over all the paint, making it look a lot better. And it does. It's looking really good now. So this week coming, Chris, my uncle, is going to come and do a lot, or start putting the carpets down in the other rooms. He's already started putting the boarding down. You can see he's cutting out bits and pieces in here for the boarding. What was I showing you? The access point. So there'll be an access point up here as well. So each room, each of the main offices will have their own Wi-Fi. It's probably a bit of an overkill because it's not a massive area, but might as well do it if we're going to get this far. Might as well have decent signal. And I don't think there's really anything else to show you. Basically the plumber's been back, so the boilers have all been checked out, they're all working really well now. They had to disconnect downstairs from the old boiler. So it's purely running on the 2 new boilers upstairs and downstairs, but since they disconnected that, we've had real issues downstairs where we don't get any heat, and since it went quite cold, the shop's been freezing, but it's what it is. It'll get sorted and we'll be out of that bit soon anyway. So really, I'm pretty certain that's all to show you this week with the building. This first stage really is dragging on. We should have been in weeks ago, hopefully a couple of weeks, and we shall be up in the new offices. Then we can start knocking down the old workshop and build the new white goods showroom. If you're not already, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the notification button. So the next time that we release a video, you will be the first to find out.